Hey guys, it's Lynn. I just kind of wanted to make a quick little video. I know there's been a lot of hullabaloo or whatever going around about the increased gun control laws that are being passed. Um, I feel as though the president, Mr. Obama, doesn't feel as though the country is responsible enough to know not to do that. And I understand with the whole Sandy Hook Elementary shooting that went on. Um, I just feel as though it was a mishap, and of course, there are going to be people in the world that are unstable or what have you. But I have done some research, and my research has said that in areas of increased and very harsh gun control, there is actually more violence with guns because people are rioting and getting upset and not having any kosher thoughts on how to just kind of relax? I mean, I know it's our Second Amendment right to bear arms, but in my view, I don't think everybody should have like an AK or whatever in their house with a fucking 100 round clip or whatever it is. I mean, my brother, he's 12 years old and he has a gun collection, but he hunts. So that's the difference. I mean, if you're going to have guns just to have them and not use them, then fine, then you don't need to buy the ammo. If you're going to have them and you're going to hunt with them, then fine, have the ammo, but you don't need a humongous clip to go hunting with, okay? I mean, unless you're like hunting for elephants, like out in Africa or wherever, then you'll need probably a higher powered gun. But as far as I know, I don't think anybody can hunt elephants. I don't know. I mean, I know their tusks are valuable, but I don't want animals or elephant tusks. So, yeah. Um, I have a friend that is from northeastern United States, and she is a firm believer in the fact that we should be able to have the to bear the arms that we please, and I believe that too. I mean, of course, maybe we shouldn't be like carrying around a concealed weapon, and obviously you have to have a permit for that kind of stuff, and it's a big long process. But at least they do that, I mean, it's not like you can just go to a store and say, "Hey, I want a fucking 9mm gun and a whole bunch and a clip for it, so I can just carry it in my car for whoever pisses me off." That's not cool. Like, they always say that guns don't kill people, people kill people. That's true. A gun isn't just gonna sit in your glove box, go off and kill somebody, okay? Guns aren't gonna go out to an elementary school and kill a whole bunch of kids and their teachers who are trying to protect them. And I give my most sincere apologies and sympathies for the families who did lose their children and their loved ones in the Sandy Hook Elementary shooting. And I'm from Minnesota, so we're not extremely close to them, but I know that our school and my local nursing home where I work, we did all sign cards and make cards, and we sent them all to Sandy Hook Elementary and to the city hall there so they could be distributed to the families in the community. Things like that are just tragedies, and they should have never happened. And, you can't really just blame the kid who did it. You can't blame the individual people who have done these shootings at schools and killed these people with guns, because a lot of the time they were bullied and or they were abused or had drug problems or what have you. I really believe that it is the families and the doctors and the teachers' responsibilities to see and notice if they are getting out of hand or if they are complaining a lot of being bullied or complaining a lot of not wanting to come to school because they're sick or what have you. Bullying ties into a lot of the school shootings, and I was bullied as a kid. I mean, I know I'm 18 now, And occasionally the shit starts happening at school again and things hit the fan and then everything calms down. I go to a pretty small school. The school that I go to, we don't have set classes. I mean, obviously you're a freshman, junior, senior, sophomore, whatever. But we don't go into the classrooms with just the people in our class. We go in with everybody because I go to an alternative school. And the ALC portion of my school has only about 38 to 40 maybe students in that whole part. I think it's a good thing because it gives the teachers the time and the ability to notice things. And I just feel as though if the person, the individual who did the Sandy Hook shooting, if somebody had noticed that they were being bullied or was slowly becoming completely unstable and just it could have been avoided. But I also believe that it is the government's responsibility to make sure that we do have our amendments and our rights all in order. And you know, if when the Constitution was erected, they put it in there as we have the right to bear arms, which means we have the right to own firearms to protect ourselves and our families if need be. We also have the right to bear those arms for hunting and even just for collective purposes. You know, I mean, I have shot the guns that my brother has. A lot of them are really fun to shoot because they have a good kick, and when you shoot an encyclopedia with a semi-automatic assault rifle that's bullet is like 3 inches long and you blow the crap out of an encyclopedia, that's pretty freaking cool. Now, I wouldn't say that because of my bullying I would take that semi-automatic assault rifle and go shoot up my high school that I used to go to. I would not do that. You know, I just would not do that. But I know that some people can be pushed to those limits, and it's the society's responsibility to notice those limits being pushed and pushed and pushed. And it's the society's and the communities and the schools and the family's responsibility to try and seek help for that person. I was in foster care and I was probably one of those people that would have been suspected of shooting up a school or sending bomb threats to whatever. When I was in 6th grade, 3 bomb threats were sent to my middle school because of a kid that was being bullied, and it was just not a good deal. I've had some experience with the whole, you know, well, you know, I don't really know how to put it. I've had experience and insight into the whole people being upset about having the gun restrictions tightened and those nooses pulled back. And you know, I mean, my brother, he wanted to find ammo for a new 9mm Beretta so he could go out and shoot it at a target a couple of times and then sit it on a rack. You know, he got it for Christmas. He wanted to be able to shoot it. So he wanted to get those and he couldn't because nobody around us were selling them because everybody had already gone out and bought all the 9mm bullets to fit those. I just think it's a pain in the butt, and you know, I mean, recreational use for guns. I mean, my brother is also part of the sportsman's club that's here in my town, and he doesn't, he's a good kid. I mean, we're all stable, you know. He doesn't want to go out and bring a gun to school and say, hey, look at this, buddies. You know, if he wants to show his buddies, he'll have him come to his dad's house where he keeps his guns, you know. I just think that the increased restrictions on gun control is a bunch of bullshit. It's in our Constitution, and I believe that by taking away some of those rights and making it harder for us to be able to attain those weapons, and they are weapons, even if they were just to sit up on, you know, above a door and for like decoration or whatever, that's a bunch of crap. I mean, if it's going to take like 6 months for an 80-year-old man to get a really old gun from like the 1800s at a pawn shop, that's pretty ridiculous. I mean, come on. I don't know. I think it's a bunch of crap. Um, I understand there are people who are angry about the Sandy Hook and other school shootings like Columbine, and it sucks. But you know what? It's something that a country has to go through to become stronger. You know, the people who didn't die in there, they have become stronger people because they know that if they live on, that their loved ones who have passed will be remembered. And I mean, what would you do if somebody bought a gun on um if they bought a gun on eBay or off the street or whatever, come into your house and wanted to steal stuff from you or kill you or whatever, and you didn't have a gun in your house and you died because of that, then that would be the government's fault because you wouldn't have one in there, you know? I mean, if I were to move into a dangerous neighborhood in, say, Minneapolis, I would want to have a gun just for protection, you know? I mean, if there's a dangerous neighborhood and people notice that I move in and I have nice things that were bought for me or I have bought myself and they wanted to steal things from me or other agendas that they may have, I would want to be able to protect myself because you know damn well that they have guns, you know? I don't know. I just think it's a bunch of crap. And I understand the little girl that sent in the letter begging for increased protection on the gun laws and restriction, I should say. She felt strongly about it, and I am not going to say that she shouldn't feel strongly about it because I do feel strongly about our right to bear arms, and she feels strongly about her right to say, you know, guns in the hands of the wrong people kill other people. So, I don't know. I just think it's a bunch of crap. Again, like the 30th time I've said that. Um, Please comment, rate, subscribe, leave me your thoughts in the comment box. Oh, and this is the beginning of my series of rant videos. I have a lot of things to rant about. But this will also be part of my controversial issues that I will be doing. I'm going to do a kind of two-sided on gay marriage, and I will also do, I will also maybe do one on abortion. I am pro-choice, and I am also a proud supporter of LGBT. Um, I have plenty of gay friends. I have supporters who support all kinds of sexualities, and I may not be, you know, bisexual or what have you, but I can still support people's choice to want to find love because love in my life is important. So, I don't know, maybe another day. Anyway, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.